Well, hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of the Runners Rising Project. As always, I'm Eddie Biddingfield, joined by geez, I'm gonna figure out how to say this right one of these, but I got Jay Rodriguez with me, who's our director of content, and then we are joined by one of our official athletes, Simon Miller. Simon Miller, the number 9 relief pitcher in the nation right now, number 32, junior out of Canton High School, with a little stint in Eunice, Louisiana, going to LSU Eunice.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to brag on you for a little bit here, but it sounds like you definitely have Rice's number. Innings pitched for the most for you on the year, about 4, and that was on the 24th. 7 strikeouts on the 24th, and then a personal, I guess, no hitter. I don't know what you would call that, but they didn't get any walks or hits on you on Sunday or Saturday, or sorry, Friday or Saturday, respectively. So let's see. Welcome, Simon. How's it going?
That's going good. Nice to be here.
And nice to have you. So as we're talking in here, Joe is a big Pacifico, just Mexican lager drinker, and we're sitting here talking about different breweries and stuff. I'm up here, and I've got a nice double nickel pilsner. It's down the road from me, but Simon, what do you? We had to ask a question beforehand. We know you are over the age of 21, so we did that. We're not doing that public math, but are you a beer drinker? Like, what do you like?
I'm a little bit of a beer drinker, yeah. But my go-to, I'm not big into it, so my go-to would just be a Coors Light. So just
Okay.
a regular Coors Light. I don't even know anything about beer, so that's honestly how it is.
Man, we gotta learn you. First step is probably going to Coors Heavies, which
Yeah,
aren't bad.
Coors Banquet. Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
The banquet beer.
Yeah. Had a couple of those, I guess.
Or just to send everybody and go to either Scotch or bourbon, because that seems to be the kick.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, I'll stick to beer as well.
Yeah.
Beer's definitely my go-to.
No, I feel you there. All right, man. So obviously, how was this weekend? How you feeling after this weekend?
No, it's always nice to beat Rice. I feel like they're always usually our kind of our conference rivals. So just to sweep them it's always a good feeling.
Yeah. I mean, they're the close. I think. Well, shoot, yeah, they are the closest to y'all, geographic wise, and they will be going to the AAC as well. But yeah, man, it's we just finished talking with Matt King, but with the Win Sunday mantra that you guys have going out, you guys are now 7 of 8 Sunday victories on the season. Obviously you've been doing some work with 67 strikeouts this year, but yeah, so you guys obviously in good spirits, getting ready to go versus DBU towards the end of this week.
No, that'll be a fun series. I guess probably decide who the conference, I guess the regular season conference champ may be, honestly. So we'll be ready for it. It'll be a fun series.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can take the Camels and take them out back, do what you need to, and come home with a little bit of regular season accolades going into, in the postseason.
That would be nice, yes, sir.
Yeah, wouldn't it? But all right, so Junior, how have your finals been? Since I know that's the hot and heavy topic for everybody right now.
No, I'm working hard. I don't have any finals actually. I just have a couple projects, but I mean they're taking up most of my time.
What's your major?
Cyber intelligence.
No kidding. Okay,
Nice.
Dude. Joe, what do you do again?
I specialize in Unix and Linux security.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean cybersecurity is a huge field, and there's all kinds of specializations.
No, I really like it. I mean, I can't say that I know much about it, honestly, but I find it super interesting. It's nice, like getting to do it, honestly.
Have they opened the campus downtown for that yet?
I'm not sure. I haven't taken a class down there, so I honestly wouldn't know.
I don't think they're actually having classes down there yet, but the building is open. I think that new data science building.
Yeah, man, that's dude, I know there's a lot of stuff. So my dad was working on the cyber side with the Air Force on some stuff that's down there, 16th Air Force, and I think it's 24th Air Force, or it was 24th Air Force that's sitting out there. I know there's a lot of stuff that is like happening with like cyber intelligence, and UTSA being the almost like one of the nation's leaders in the field. But
Yeah.
dude, how do you enjoy the degree?
No, I like it a lot. I honestly never knew anything about computers until I got into the degree. I think that's kind of why I chose it, just because didn't really know anything about it. So I wanted to, guess, broaden my knowledge a little bit. But I've found it super interesting. It's been
Yeah.
good.
Well, that's good. Hopefully that helps with the motivation and pad the GPA a little bit. It's like, oh, cool. I actually enjoy this. Let me actually put some, put some
It's
effort into this.
definitely a lot easier to do when you like it. So there's been some classes I've taken that I just can't end quick enough. So
What's been your favorite? What's been your favorite class so far, and the class that like would be like your eternity in hell, like it's like just on repeat?
oh, my worst class. I don't know if I have a specific one. It'd have to be some kind of history class. I can't, just not a big history guy. It's just never.
Kind of cutting me deep, man. I'm a history major, dude. I
Are
got
you really?
degree on the wall here.
We'll go ahead and end this now.
No, I just never been a big history guy. So any kind of class like that, it's just can't end quick enough. But I don't know if I've had a favorite class either. Schoolwork is not, it's just schoolwork. I can't say anything good about it, honestly. But no, it's been, I like doing what I do. So I guess that's how I answer that, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, anyway, since we're talking about schoolwork and things that are school related, you are a collegiate athlete. So talk us and walk us through, how'd you get into baseball?
I've played since, I don't even know when T-ball starts, 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old.
6, yeah.
Something like that. No, I've played since then. And honestly, my whole family's big football people. So I guess up until my junior year of high school, I wanted to go play like college football somewhere. And kind of get, I obviously played football and baseball in high school. So started getting looks from baseball and realized, you know what, I actually might be a lot better at baseball than I am at football. So that's kind of how I went to kind of switched over and decided to look for opportunities playing baseball.
Gotcha. So growing up, so obviously you're from Canton, which is that Piney Woods, or is that still a little too far north?
No, that would probably be Piney Woods.
Okay.
East Texas, yeah.
Yeah. So just by proximity, are you a Rangers fan then?
I am a Rangers fan. Rangers and Cowboys. So
dude, I can't stand anything Dallas. I don't care. I have no equity in like the Rangers Astros fight. And I know it seems like, so all right. So Tony Valdez, Matt. So out of the three of y'all, I think the two of that, like, what's the split? It seems like there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of Astros fans on the team.
I think it's probably majority Astros fans. Actually, we have a lot of people from Houston area, so I would say a majority of them are Astros fans.
How do you deal with that?
I don't get big into it, honestly. I just try to keep my distance because that'll start an argument, honestly.
Fair enough. Well, cool. So, all right. So you start getting looks, and I guess we're kind of like look at your path to UTSA, and you made a stop in Southern Louisiana, in middle of Acadia, Coonaz country, Eunice, LSU, Eunice. How was that?
I loved it there. I was only there, it was the COVID year, so we got cut short. So I was only there probably 7 months. When was it? March or May when COVID rolled around.
Did you at least get like Mardi Gras and Lundi Gras and all that?
Let's see. We got Mardi Gras and then I think it got cut short, but I loved it down there. The food's delicious.
Yeah.
People are honestly
Dude,
the characters.
so it's funny is so I went through my tech school with a dude who he was from Eunice,
Mhm.
and for because so my tech school is in Gulfport, Mississippi, and this dude like drove an hour, like it was like right before like Lent and all that stuff, Ash Wednesday, drove to the Louisiana Mississippi border and
Mhm.
had somebody from Eunice bring him a king cake and then
Really?
brought it back. And dude, this thing is still like one of the best like things I have ever eaten in my life.
No, they're
But like,
delicious.
yeah, dude, all right. Did you see like the whole thing where like they have the guy like climb the pole to get the rooster? Was that a whole thing?
Uh, not that I know of.
What?
Yeah. So apparently Southern Louisiana, like there's Louisiana and then there's Southern Louisiana where people still speak Creole. There's French and spoken as a first language in some areas. And they do Mardi Gras is is obviously a thing, but like Lundi Gras and like the week prior is madness. And they have somebody they it's like a capitan or whatever. They vote on who it is, and this person is essentially like not really. It's like a drunk Ray Feo, but if Ray Feo had a gun, and uh, it's wild. Like they get like a maypole or whatever, and they grease it, and you got like there's videos of it, and like they have a rooster in a cage, and you got to climb to the top and get the rooster out of the cage. There's some other traditions that are with it too. Like there's the presentation, like the paupers or whatever, where it's all the poor people come to the church and they're on their hands and knees and they get food. It's a lot of tradition that like goes back to like Catholic France in that area, and it's like, dude, I forgot like this is like a like I was like doing the research on you and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I forgot that this place existed. But I guess what I'm driving at is were the people that or were they pretty nuts? Was there some like it's like yeah these people like they've got a side to them that
No, yeah, those South Louisiana, it's a different part, honestly. You got people. I mean, where I was at, there's right next to the baseball fields. There's crawfish ponds everywhere, and
oh, that's pretty cool.
so they're a different breed down there. I guess talking about beer, they also know how to party. So
Oh yeah,
I loved it down there. It was a good 7 months of my life. So and we were good
that's
at baseball, so that helped a lot.
yeah, absolutely. All right, moving forward. So obviously, Eunice doing your thing there, COVID year. How did you end up in beautiful South Texas and San Antonio?
Coach Hallmark, let's see. He actually recruited me out of high school when he was at UIW.
Okay.
So I actually signed to play there, and I guess that my senior year was the year he moved to UTSA. So kind of scholarship stuff kind of fell through. So I ended up going to Eunice for the year. And
Yeah.
I kind of knew I kind of wanted to come back to him, and then it kind of worked out. Offered me a scholarship, so worked out to get back with him. So that's kind of how it
Nice.
went.
Yeah, it seems like the Coach Hallmark, like those C's that he planted to get you all like because I know we've talked to a bunch of people like it was kind of like, yeah, it was all as at UIW then the COVID year. And it's like he just like it's kind of cool to see him like build these teams together out of like some of his past like connections and stuff. And I mean, obviously you fall into that category.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They do him and Guao. They do a great job recruiting. So we always get, I guess, good players too. So
Nice. Um, all right. So kind of looking at this season. So obviously you guys are depending on the ranking, either 21 or 22. Obviously it's different, but obviously this is the best that a UTSA team has fielded. How's the atmosphere been in y'all's locker room in the dugout? Like how are you guys feeling like compared to like last year?
let's see, honestly, I feel like we're kind of in the same position as last year. There's as far as RPI, we're actually a little worse this year than we
Really?
were last year. Yeah, I think when we finished the season last year, we were 35-ish in RPI. I think right now
Okay.
we're about 47, 48. But no, it's the atmosphere is great. Everybody knows. I think everybody's accepted their role as far as on the team, know what they have to do to be better and to be a winning squad. So the atmosphere is great. Everybody's just accepted everything. Everybody's rooting for everybody. So it's been good.
Yeah, it's definitely like we keep harping on it. That it's like it kind of seems like you guys are still riding the success that you guys had last year, and this is just it kind of feels like it's just a continuation. You know, outside of like you know Tap leaving and a couple others, like it seems like you guys have like it's essentially the same cast that's kind of moving forward and continuing to produce. And I guess what would you credit that success the success this year to? Is it just that everybody like understands the role and it's just kind of like that old machine, or
No, yeah, I think that's definitely a big part. But I mean, like I said, Coach Hallmark and do a good job of really recruiting. So they're bringing in talented players that can fill those roles, like Tab leaving or Flo at first base, King and stuff in the outfield. So we have the talent there just can fill those roles. And that's been huge for us.
yeah, definitely. All right. So this is Joe's got this on here. So I guess we're kind of looking at this. Current ERA leaders is number one is Simon Miller at 1.36, and then we got a couple others: Jackson Wells 1.51, and then Seth Keener at 1.55. So obviously you're leading, nationally leading. So that's gotta feel pretty wild and kind of cool to see. How has that been for you?
That feels good. I try not to think about it too much. I try to honestly go out there and play, but it's definitely in the back of my mind. I want to feel like that's a good accomplishment to have. Lead the nation in something. So as far as individually, it's definitely nice to have.
Yeah, so cool. So I guess walk us through this last week. So obviously you guys had the loss again, the Tuesday loss against Sam Houston State last Tuesday, and then obviously you walk into the Rice series. So and really I think I came down to a point on that first inning on Saturday. So what rallied y'all?
I think the dugout always does a great job of just keeping the energy, whether we're up or down. And we know, and I think they scored a couple runs in the first, but I mean, there's a lot of game left after the first inning. You got 8 innings of baseball left. I think everyone knows that the game's not over yet. We're still going to go out and compete and just play our baseball. And usually when we play UTSA baseball, good things happen. So I think that's what happened.
Oh yeah, and then Rice goes home with a loss series on the season. So well done to y'all. Yeah. All right, cool. So kind of going into some more questions, kind of more baseball related, obviously. What part of your game do you take the most pride in?
I think you have to love the process. As far as I think it's the process. You go to practice every day for it. Like as far as pitchers go, I think the catch play, the warming up part, playing catch is probably one of the most important things that as pitchers work on, just fine tuning everything as far as fastball, breaking ball, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then once you get to the game, once you put all the work in and practice and stuff, everything it's a lot easier on you. You don't have to think about anything. You can just go compete.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a practice thing, process oriented.
Gotcha. What's been your favorite moment this season?
This season, probably going into A&M and beating A&M. It's always huge when you go.
Yeah, I heard they shut that scoreboard down quick.
No, I didn't know. I'm sure they did though. My girlfriend goes to A&M, so it was actually even more enjoyable to beat them. So.
Oh hell yeah, man! Well, hopefully you weren't riding the couch for too long. She wasn't too upset, but
not too long. Just long enough, I guess.
Yeah. Cool. So what would you say kind of like what do you have planned after UTSA? So obviously once this season's over, you're obviously getting some national recognition. Do you intend to continue to kind of pursue baseball, or is there something else you have lined up with like your cyber intel degree?
No, I definitely want to continue playing baseball. I've gotten some fortunate enough to get some looks, so hoping all that plans out the way it can and stuff like that. But I want to continue playing baseball. But as far as, I mean, if that falls through or whatever, I have another year of eligibility, so I'll come back here and then finish my degree and then go from there, get a job, whatever happens, happens.
Nice. Oh shoot, so you're getting looks this year then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
gotcha. Well, fingers crossed either way that all things, you know, lead to success for you, either with looks into the league or with whatever that is. Now, you need to avoid the speculation and all that. We'll leave it at that. But that's pretty damn awesome, man.
I appreciate it.
Well
Appreciate
done.
it.
Okay. So what's the how's the relationship been with amongst the pitching core? Because obviously there's you, there's Luke. Like, what's in the bullpen? Like, how's everything going, and how are you guys like balancing out like the workload?
No, it's been good. I think, like I said, I think everybody kind of knows their role. Obviously, you got Luke. We got really probably three good starters. Isn't like right now, Luke, Drake, and Yuli. So they go out there and they'll give us their best game, about 4 or 5 innings, just to start the game. So that's nice. And that kind of definitely takes the workload off the bullpen. And then out of the bullpen, we have a couple really good arms that as soon as they get their shot, they're going to go in there and compete and do their job. So it's been really good for us.
Oh yeah. All right. So some NIL flavored questions. Obviously, this is an NIL deal. So again, off the bat, thank you so much for taking time. We know how busy y'all are, so means a lot. But what are your thoughts on NIL?
No, I think it's huge. I think just college athletics, they've probably one of the worst. Like everybody watches college athletics, and as far as student athletes, you couldn't get paid for that. So it's helped student athletes a lot as far as getting paid, being like they can't usually student athletes can't go get a job to help afford some stuff. So just getting NIL deals and money like that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Really does.
Are you on partial scholarship or full or?
Not full, but I'm on scholarship, sir.
Yeah, so because I know for you guys it's what 11. I think it's like 11.7 for a team at the D1 level, which is I don't understand the weird 0.7, but yeah, okay. Well, I guess from the accountant side it makes sense somewhere.
No, yeah, it's tough for especially I don't know how the sports work, but baseball it's 11.7 for 30 guys, so like it's definitely tough.
Yeah, a lot of DoorDash.
A lot of DoorDash. Definitely got into that.
I can only imagine. Shoot, man, like try to get that, like get some autographs, like pull. Yeah, you gotta change your name or like what this is. At least like hit up like or the area around campus and be like, yeah, hey. I don't know if anybody pays that much attention to their dash or whatever, and I'm sure it's like all non-contact anyway. But that would have been a fun side hustle.
Yeah, no, I've actually, I guess in the fall I did Uber Eats for a while, so I would go out and actually make money during the fall at least. So it helped.
Yeah. How was the Uber Eats thing?
It wasn't bad. I made a profit, so that wasn't bad.
Okay.
It always, made a profit. It's all that matters.
Gotcha. Well, all right. So kind of leading the trail towards the back end of this. So obviously you've gone from East Texas to Southern Louisiana to San Antonio. Where has been? We'll get to the taco question, but I just want to know, like, what is in your collegiate journey?
Mm-hmm.
What has been the best meal you've had?
Oh,
and where is it?
I don't know. I'm a big crawfish guy, so I have to go with that. Big crawfish. I love crawfish. I can sit here and eat 10 pounds of it, honestly. So it would have to be crawfish. And then
nice.
they make it really good down in South Louisiana too. So
I can only imagine, dude. If you're like sitting, like if you're saying they got like crawfish feel like ponds like next to the bay,
no, it's good.
All right. Where's the best meal you've had in San Antonio so far?
Oh, I don't even try to eat out a lot. I don't even know. Best meal. Usually when me and my girlfriend go on like just a little date, just it would probably be Gloria's. Love
Okay.
Mexican food, so I'm a big fan of Gloria's.
Would you consider them the best tacos in town?
No, you gotta stop at a food truck for that. Probably.
Okay.
There's I like right around campus. There's Ricky's Tacos. Now I usually pick that spot for mini tacos. So
Nice. What's your order?
what's my order?
Yeah, if you're getting tacos, what are you getting?
Probably just chicken fajita,
Okay.
cilantro and onions. Very basic.
Dude, I'm gonna throw this out here, and um, Las Palapas has pretty decent chicken puffy tacos.
Really,
Oh yeah, it's shredded chicken. It's not chicken fajita, but it's not too bad.
I might have to try it then.
Yeah, that's my, if I'm looking for a standby and I need something that I know is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who can't see the chat, Joe's saying that I'm going. I probably my secret NIL deal with Las Palapas. I'm owed royalties for this, but yeah, man, that's my go-to. Although there's a place in 16 off of Claiborne 1604, I can't remember, but they're pretty good. But no, I feel you on the food trucks.
No, it's definitely you can't go wrong with it. Can't go wrong with it.
No. Well, cool, man. So I think we're reaching the end of the time with you here, but Simon, where can we find you on social media?
Oh, Twitter. I have Instagram, but I don't use it that much. You want my Twitter handle?
Absolutely. If you can't remember it, let us know, and we'll just throw it in the comments below.
Simon_Miller 10.
Respect it. Well, guys, we're reaching the end of this interview. We just want to put that friendly reminder and feeler out that, guys, NIL matters, especially to baseball. 11.7 scholarships for 35 dudes, jobbing it, then going to school, going to practice. It is 3 full-time jobs, 2 full-time jobs, depending on how you want to do it, and then door dashing on the side because they're trying to make that money work. Y'all, we are a 501c3 charity organization designed to develop and empower the student athletes of UTSA and to become the leaders in the San Antonio community after their time at UTSA and beyond UTSA or San Antonio. Be that through these individual NIL deals to help them out, as well as trying to get businesses, which was our true nonprofit mission, to engage with these student athletes and to deals independent of anything that we would do with them, but just to spread the gospel truth that is NIL. We are the Runners Rising Project. You can find us at runners_rising at Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And then obviously you're here at our YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share this so we can get the word out and spread some love for these student athletes. But Simon, again, brother, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to do this. And good luck against DBU this weekend and the rest of the season.
Sure, appreciate it. Thank you all for having me.
Yep, for sure.